A new U.S. president was inaugurated on Wednesday and has spent much of his time ever since trying to undo the work of his predecessors. Donald Trump departed the White House the morning Joe Biden was sworn in as the country's 46th president. He wasn't in the nation's capital when his America First policy came to a dramatic end in the Oval Office later that day. Take a look.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
It's a new day in America. The words of the country's new leader, Joe Biden, ahead of his inauguration on Wednesday. A new day and new records were broken. Biden signed an unprecedented 17 executive orders, actions and memorandums on his first day in the Oval Office, in areas such as global health, immigration and climate change. One of them halted America's departure from the World Health Organization, while others boosted both the country's fight against the pandemic. Dr. Anthony Fauci, Biden's new chief medical officer, could hardly contain his relief.
I am also pleased to announce today that the United States plans to work multilaterally to respond to and recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. President Biden will issue a directive later today, which will include the intent of the United States to join COVAX and support the ACT Accelerator to advance multilateral efforts for COVID-19 vaccine, therapeutic, and diagnostic distribution, equitable access, and research and development.
The head of the WHO seemed equally as pleased as Fauci. He underscored the importance of America's contributions to the World Health Agency over the years. Another executive order brought the United States back into the 2015 Paris Climate Accord. It was a highly anticipated move, with Biden having put climate change at the center of his foreign policy. Biden's new climate envoy, John Kerry, sounded defiant this week. The former U.S. Secretary of State said it was now or never to save the planet.
And it is clear that at the COP, at the meeting that will take place in Glasgow, where we will assemble after the delay from the pandemic, we really have the world's last, most important opportunity to come together, to raise ambition and to take the next step from Paris. Failure is simply not an option.
We're getting out.
The Trump administration's decision to pull out of the accord was met with great disappointment globally. Biden's reversal was met with equal amounts of enthusiasm. Many in the US and around the world were outraged by Trump's immigration policies. One of his most controversial was building what he called a big and beautiful wall between the US and Mexico to block undocumented immigrants from entering the country. Not only did Biden suspend that project, but he also proposed an immigration bill that would help undocumented immigrants get citizenship. The Mexican president welcomed the move.
Through his plan, he's proposing an initiative for a law to legalize residents, Mexicans and of other nationalities that are living in the United States.
Biden's move was met with elation at the U.S. border in Mexico, with many seeing it as a major turning point in their difficult lives.
A new opportunity and hope, a better day for all of us here, the possibility of a better future for my children and for all the children who are here.
A separate executive order on immigration repealed a controversial travel ban on nationals from a group of mostly Muslim-majority and African countries from entering the United States. The incoming president had referred to the policy as discriminatory. There were similar feelings of relief in these countries.
Very promising. Many Libyan citizens, whether they were students or people who wanted to change their lives and start a new one in the United States, the previous policies of bans were very difficult on them.
President Biden says he expects to sign more executive orders in the near future. Some are expected to have a significant impact